2022, what beginning anew means. Well, I'm going to tell you what it doesn't mean. I'm not starting a diet or an exercise plan. I am not going to clean my house more regularly or finish off the gazillion unfinished projects that are hiding in my closet. I'm not promising to be more patient, kinder, sweeter. I'm not going to up my fashion game, get a different haircut, or learn how to put on false eyelashes. I've broken all the New Year's resolutions I've ever made, except for one. Last year, I was finally able to let go of him, my husband of 25 years, the bum who left me for the bitch 31 years younger than him. Am I bitter? Perhaps. But afterwards, for 11 years, while our daughter was growing up, I played the nice ex. And then last January, at the height of COVID, while we were all searching for vaccine appointments, this happened. As I sat in front of my computer, a friend called and said, hurry, there are some vaccine appointments on this website. And I leapt into action. I got an appointment for me, then one for my assistant's mother. And then I called him, my ex, so he could get an appointment. And he said, oh, I got an appointment a couple of weeks ago. I get my shot tomorrow. I was silent, a rare occurrence for me. And then I said, wow, I guess you didn't care whether I lived or died. Come on, Joe. I figured you're always on top of everything and you probably had an appointment. Him saying that was a lie, of course. I simply had not come to mind for him. For a couple of weeks, me, his former wife of 25 years, the mother of his daughter, his civil ex-wife for 11 years. And then I said, message sent, message received, message to be acted upon, goodbye. And that was it. The end. Oh, he left a sniveling voicemail apologizing and some texts, but I did not respond to any of it. And while sad that a relationship of more than 35 years had been so completely and irrevocably broken, I'm relieved. And I'm proud it's the one resolution I've ever kept. So here is 2022, starting anew. But if I don't have resolutions and plans, self-care improvements to work on, what do I have? Passion and fun? Oh, I got to think about this. Passion. Well, I have passion for acting, writing, creating, and so that's an easy one. I'll continue doing that. But what about passion, like in the love realm? I'm alone now, no man in my life. I've been there before. I was never the kind of gal who needed to be with a partner, but having flings and love affairs were easier when I was younger. At 72, I'm not getting those annoying construction worker catcalls anymore. I hated them back then, but well, I now kind of miss them. Men don't hit on me. And in general, I find that I'm touched less. Oh, sure, there's the occasional hug from a friend's husband, but that's emotional, not sexual. Frankly, I'm not getting much action these days. At least in 2022, having a vibrator is no longer scandalous, but it's the romance and infatuation I miss. My Aunt B read sexy romance novels till she died at 93. She was even a member of a paperback romance club. And we all thought it funny, but now I understand those novels were her gateway to self-erotica, to fantasy, to, oh hell, hang on to your hat for this one. The other day, I'm driving along the mountain road into town, and it was a beautiful day on the big island of Hawaii, sky blue, rolling green hills going down to the ocean. And I was in no big hurry, all alone on the road, so I just drove slowly, taking in the scenery. I know the road, the curves, the rise and fall, the mountain on one side, the cattle ranches on the right leading down to the ocean. Now, I've never seen a soul on that road other than an occasional driver, but not a human being on a ranch or a trail or anything. And then I turn a corner and I'm on the long straightaway portion, and I see to my right a young man, 30s maybe at best, on a small backhoe at the edge of the road. He's repairing a ranch gate, digging some new post holes. And he's wearing a wife beater t-shirt, khaki pants, and boots. And his hair is reddish blonde, his face chiseled with high cheekbones, a straight nose, full lips, and a strong, muscly body. Fuck, he's gorgeous, I tell you. So I slow down even more and I gawk at him. I wave as I pass and he waves back, and I'm ecstatic. That's the closest I've come to a romance novel moment in a while. And then I'm off into the town and I run my errands and I'm heading back home. Now I'm back on the same road. And I think about this ranch guy, and I slow down as I near the place where he was working. And there he is, still on that backhoe, but now he's shirtless. His body gleams in the sun and shines on his sweaty muscles. Oh my God, I'm going to faint. This sight is better than Fabio on some novel cover. I stare and wave again, and he waves. Oh my God, I think I'm going to have an orgasm. I get home and put away the groceries, but all I can think about is that rancher boy. And a fantasy pops in my head, a romantic fantasy that I play like a movie of me driving on that road and seeing his shirtless body. And in the fantasy, I pull over and I walk over to him and I say, hey, I'll give you $100 if we could have sex right now, right behind your backhoe. And he says, okay. And then and there we do it, propped up on the machinery. I pull down my pants and he releases his you-know-what. He's big. Of course he's big. It's my fantasy, right? And we have sex, not make love, just have raw, unbridled sex. And after I give him the money and thank him and get back in my car. Now, I've never had a fantasy like that, but I like it. Passion. I prefer a real guy, and maybe I'll find one, but I need to keep sexy fit, you know? I have to practice. I have to keep my sexual self in order to be ready to pounce, so to speak, if an opportunity presents itself. Elder erotica, that's what I'm calling it. And that's my starting a new resolution, to reinvent myself again as a fully sexual woman. Oh, and keep an eye out for ranchers on mountain roads.